So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would have to highlight Zubamendi. It really is amazing how San Sebastian keeps producing these top-notch central midfielders for generations now. They're very hard-working, ball winners.
Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. But he's forced to go back, and it's been given away. Now who's going to be first to this? He is through here. This looks promising. Arsenal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it's a great ball here. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this an opportunity to pull level. He's having a shot! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's in a great position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot could be on. Oh, there's the shot! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Bellingham. The referee's awarded a free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So the perfect chance to get one back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should...
And the shot! Alex Rice.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good ball, good take. Alexander-Arnold, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rice, who does have an assist to his name. Out towards the flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. Saka gets into some space. He is just caressing the ball. That's a super give and go. Now this could be a chance. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. That's going in strongly.
Ødegaard. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Mendy. Valverde. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Tchouaméni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And a chance! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's found a way through. There are Havertz! Tchouaméni. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
And the finish! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rudiger is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Madueke. Great vision. Goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Calafiori. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you...
Shot, surely! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And yes, it's him again.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
7.
time for changes
El dorsal
on both
5.
sides, actually.
El dorsal 8.
We have
El dorsal
ourselves a
12.
real game here.
Serán
Oh, that's a
sustituidos
foul
por
in a dangerous
el dorsal
area.
11, el dorsal 21. El dorsal 6.
Oh, no messing
el
about,
dorsal
it is
2.
red.
Se va a realizar
Looks
un
like he's
cambio de
picked up a bit of a
jugadores.
knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
He'll fancy himself from here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility.
Shapes to shoot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cambio de
So there's going to be
jugadores.
another change here. And it's Eze. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. Nice physical challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Madueke.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Merino gets a good foot in there. And that's a dangerous ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
No way through.
And it's Eze.
Oh, important interception.
Mikel Merino.
Concedes a free kick for that. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 23 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4. El dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Eder Militao.
Does well to stand firm and defend it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Rodrigo. Brahim Diaz. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Brahim Diaz. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He might have to go it alone here. Caught offside that time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's onto this. Picked out brilliantly. Tries to play it through. Merino. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." That looks a decent ball. Brahim Diaz. Very nicely done. Alaba. Knocks it into space.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Eze.
Short changes him with that pass. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Carvajal.
Hurtling down that right flank. He's away!
And here's Mbappe.
That's tidy. Threads one in. And it's made its way. Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Camavinga definitely has to be guilty as charged after that. He has nowhere to hide. All he can do is suck it up. I've been there.
Merino. Alaba.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Merino.
Eze. Oh, that's a shooting chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Gabriel Jesus has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And here's Eze. Oh, that's nice.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
And he's on his way!
Half-time, extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end?
And he was quick to react. Brahim Diaz. Can he get it through?
Rodrigo!
Now it's Rodrigo. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Opts for safety. A probing pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Carvajal. He's picked his way through. And it's pulled back.
Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Madueke.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's been cut out, well played. Carvajal. And here's Rodrigo. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel Jesus. Neatly clipped into space. And he's picked it up out wide. Eze's, he's got full.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it.
Mbappe
Shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Big character, big moment, big save. This to double their advantage. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Eze is the second man to step up for his team.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Madueke will take the third penalty.
He has nerves of steel.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Brahim Diaz comes up, their fourth taker.
And he's fired it in.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off. It's 3 apiece.
Alaba comes forward for the fifth of 5.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Arsenal are looking to save match point.
He's won it!
So in the end, they just about... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off. Good style.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Timber. Saka. And they're on him in a flash. Mendy. Madrid are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Havertz. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Chouameni.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Nicely aimed pass. Arsenal finding their passes.
Oh, good taken. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Havertz. Mendy makes the interception.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Calafiori.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Havertz has got himself a free kick.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Bellingham.
Oh, this looks sharp.
And it's Bellingham.
He's in a good... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Tchouaméni knocks it out wide. Madrid are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And that's gone loose. Calafiori. And it's Ødegaard. Rice. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Saka. Saka. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tchouaméni. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tchouaméni. Turns back here, probably...
Oh, terrible pass.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Ødegaard.
He's got away. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Ødegaard given the lift of his goal. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bellingham gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter. And
Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
what a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
It's a throw-in. Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
And the finish! It's hit the upright. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Mendy. Bellingham. Mbappe.
2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Saka. Tchouaméni charging forward, the ball at his feet.
There's the whistle for half-time.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He is through here.
He's in a great position here.
And the shots!
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saka.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
And it's Bellingham.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's on it. Can he get away? Valverde.
And the pass is intercepted.
And here's Havertz. Valverde. And here's Ødegaard.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Now it's Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 12.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. Howson.
Picks out, great chance! Sticks it away!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He was under real pressure there. It's a pretty loose pass. Zubimendi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Eze. Havertz.
And the shot! Yes!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to...
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Great chance!
It's their first effort on goal. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Havertz.
And he's in on goal! Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had it taken off him. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through. He's in a great position here.
Bellingham! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Can he finish?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Good try.
The outcome could so easily have been different. Madrid have their second corner now. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Havertz. Rice. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham is onto this. Well, no joy this time. Zubimendi. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Alexander-Arnold. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. It's a really well-measured ball. And now the breakaway. And he skips past his man. And he welcomes it in.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. Havertz. Now it's Saka. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Zubimendi. And it's Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's gone route one. Oh, strongly challenged there. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. That's good play. Mbappe is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Now the ball in. And that should get the job done. Look at the space here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aimed beyond the defence.
And the shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Decent enough try. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. That'll be a throw-in. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. And it's Zubimendi. Saka has created one goal already. Valverde. It's run loose here. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Rice. And he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. That is lovely. This looks promising. Saka. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eze. Gabriel, looking for a runner. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
8,
changes here,
el
from both
dorsal
sides in
12,
fact.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 2.
Camavinga.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Zubimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Havertz. Marine. He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Into the lead once more.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
5
time for changes
será
on both
reemplazado
sides,
por
actually.
El dorsal 21.
So we have a
Se va a
breakthrough.
llevar a cabo un cambio
Now,
de
how will
jugadores.
things develop from here? Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Can he get it through? Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and if...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gently done. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe, and it's Diaz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Threads one in. Howson spots it and intercepts. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Goes looking wide. Martinelli. Merino. Martinelli.
Oh, really well played.
Well played. Important challenge, that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 10,
And it's
el
Marino.
dorsal 18 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9.
He's on it.
el
Can he
dorsal
get away?
11, el dorsal 20. Cambio de jugadores.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Looking to play him in.
Habrá
Fran
5
Garcia
minutos de
stood
descuento.
his ground strongly. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Mosquera attempts a clearance. Endrick concedes a free kick for that. Tchouameni wins the duel this time. Brahim Diaz. Mikel Merino has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Merino, given the lift of his goal, tries to dink it through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Gets into some space.
Can he finish?
Well, now it's
In for the pieces!
the whistle has gone and it is all over. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the shot!
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This lad, Ødegaard, is a player with quite a story. He was plucked at a young age from his native Norway, of course. He's done his tours of duty with a view to aid his development, and now he's gone full circle, posting some impressive figures along the way. He's a wonder kid who's really come good.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Saka. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. And it's made its way to him. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe in acres of space. Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Tchouaméni, and it's Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. Still goalless at the moment. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, nicely intercepted. Tchouaméni. Now Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. For Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Arsenal have a free kick. Rice taking charge of the dead ball. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. It is a corner, good chance.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Incoming delivery, big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Valverde. Valverde really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Saka. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Havertz! Driving on and making good progress. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Rice. And they can counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. Oh, this is a... Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
2 minutos de descuento.
Rudiger wins the duel this time. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's being urged to shoot. Here comes the cross. And he's taking no chances there. So what can they make of this? Driving on and making good progress. Pressing high and with purpose. Timber. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. That's been slipped through. And the shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Chance!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He won't be happy with that one. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Odegaard.
Valverde.
Rice herring after the ball here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Closing in.
And a chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rice. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Merino. Looking for options for movement. Look at this.
There's the shot!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Diaz. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Havertz. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Valverde. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Havertz. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. Brahim Diaz delivers. And that's the keeper's ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And it's Diaz. Aims beyond the defence. Eze. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Taken back almost at once. Passes short and sharp. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And already we're underway here.
Now it's Mbappe. Timber
Looking to penetrate opposition lines. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Chouameni, and it's Doué. Searching passes played there. Thuram!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Saka. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Oh, good spread.
It's come to nothing.
He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely aimed pass. He's on it, can he get away? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So we're still where we started right now. Look at the space here. Ødegaard
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Upamecano, that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Klaus. Oh, that is a nice touch. Klaus proves just a little bit too strong. Gabriel calmly anticipates.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Camavinga. Saka is the key defender on that occasion. Havertz. Now it's Rice. Can he get it through? Doué. It's Thuram. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Saka. And here's Havertz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Saka. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Havertz. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
5 minutes till the break. Passes short and sharp. Mbappe. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Tries to play it through. Thuram gets flagged offside. Zubimendi. Rice. Thuram. Foot in. Konate kept. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Driving on and making good progress. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Klaus. Oh, nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Timber gets a foot in here. And here's Havertz. Showing great feet there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And it's Rice. He is just caressing the ball.
Mbappe. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's one-on-one! Can he finish? He's got a goal! And finally, he has breathed life into the game!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 9.
Klaus with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Le numéro 7. Changement.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Calafiori was steaming forward.
Oh, he's been caught napping! That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a
Chance!
Upamecano is there to clear. He won't be happy with that one. Eze.
And the shot's on here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Mikel Merino providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Lovely passing, lovely move.
And he shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Gabriel Jesus clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two changes here, and both in the back line.
Yeah, it's a reshuffle at the back, Peter. Introducing more solidity, I would think.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0. And here's Eze. France still ahead by the game's only goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well.
Conte. Decent progress down the left.
Very much into the last knockings. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. He's beaten the last man. Conte. Oh, that's nice.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Gabriel Jesus. Oh, what a ball!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hernandez. And now they can clear their lines. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage. And I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, that is a nice touch. Close chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Ambitious ball here. It's out for a goal kick. Zubimendi. And here's Havertz. Havertz! Decent hit and on target. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And here's Havertz. Can he get on the end of this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hernandez with the delivery. Havertz. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's hit it long, but astray. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Mbappe, and it's Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Saka. Saka does really well to win the ball there. Nice interception, well timed.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's a good spell of possession, this. 15 minutes till half-time, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. And here's Havertz, steaming.
And the finish!
Goal! Arsenal!
There is the breakthrough!
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni goes sliding in. He's looking wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Calafiori.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he welcomes it in. And he's there to clear it. Passing nice and neat. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's tidy. Lofted in. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rice with the short one. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Hernandez. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. Could move up a gear here. No, no way through. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Klaus. And it's Camavinga. And here's Thuram. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Klaus. Can he get it through? Doué receives it in a good position here. Played into the box. And that has been cleared. Rice.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Havertz. Now it's Rice. And it's Ødegaard. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. France.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
So, time for changes on
9.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 11. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 25. Changement en cours.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Rice. Now it's Havertz.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Eze looking to penetrate opposition lines. Olise. Conte. Out to the left it goes. Here's Tchouaméni. Zubimendi does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? And that pass just didn't quite work.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 3. Digne. Changement.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Olise. Dembele. Dembele! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in. France are back on level terms. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, Red, nice interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert it.
Bakula!
And that is wildly off target. Conte.
3 minutes.
Both officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And smartly reclaimed. Mikel Merino getting this one clear. Conte. That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Doué. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
France have a free kick. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Saka. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Ødegaard. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Chouameni, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the shot!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Saka. Zubimendi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Knocks it out wide. Played back in. And he was alert to it. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right.
Saka, he's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Chouameni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's been slipped through.
And the shot!
Can he spark a counter here?
Looking for options for movement. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ødegaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's found a way through.
He is just caressing the ball.
Chouameni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
And the finish! Goal! Arsenal!
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zubimendi. And they can counter here. Now it's Havertz. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well, that looks a deep shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
There's a player in need of attention here.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
He's got to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Klaus. Camavinga. Over to the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Real chance!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
France choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And it's Doué.
Mbappe!
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A searching ball out wide.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. Alors
That's
place,
interception. His
le
positioning
numéro
was spot on.
le numéro 7. Le numéro 25. Attention.
And here's Colomwani. Played out wide. Played into the box.
And he's taking no chances there.
Great vision.
Martinelli.
And here's the chance to counter.
Eze.
Threads one in.
That's an excellent interception.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Tries to pass it through.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball. Or good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele.
Nicely weighted ball.
And here's Havertz. Martinelli could try cutting inside here. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Hernandez.
Oh, super find. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
Both sides then taking
Le
this
numéro
chance
15.
to turn to their benches.
Alors place, le numéro 3. Digne. Le numéro 5.
Played out to the left flank. Digne crosses.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That is lovely. Olise. Olise tries making a foray down the right. Plays a sharp little ball here. He is through here.
Martinelli.
No foul, says the referee.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Havertz.
And he's away. Havertz!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve.
Oh, what has happened here?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Done delicately.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Conte.
Chouameni. And it's Digne.
That's
Il y
going
aura
in
2
strongly.
minutes de temps additionnel.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Upamecano has given away a free kick. And there's green grass ahead of him. Dembele is onto it in a flash. And he's picked out the run. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Nous rappelons à nos chers spectateurs.
So, Jim, how
que
do
le
you
programme
reflect
du
on
match
what we've
et
seen?
d'autres accessoires
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
The action has already started.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Decent chance! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Thuram. Oh, look at the space here. Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Saka
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's beaten the last.
Havertz!
Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Odegaard.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of...
Chance for a shot! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the right.
Now it's Saka. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Dembele. France already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's had it nicked away. Doué. Now it's Thuram. Some good persistent defending here. Chouameni. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Odegaard. Great vision. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Camavinga, Chouameni, Mbappe, Rice, Doué. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice, and here's Havertz, and he's in on goal. And it's Camavinga. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Ødegaard. Oh, they can break here. Now Subimendi. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Subimendi. Gabriel. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Subimendi. And it's Ødegaard.
Temps additionnel,
The most accurate pass. Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Chouameni. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Je vous rappelle qu'il est strictement interdit de fumer en dehors des zones prévues à cet effet. Merci de votre compréhension.
Here we go again.
France really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga, Thuram, and it's Doué. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And this is Dembele. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Doué. Showing good feet. Shoots! Oh, that's a waste.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Oh, what's he done? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Driving forward. Oh, sweet feet. Mbappe! Oh, and one more try! Now, how often do you see that?
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Un petit rappel, chers spectateurs. N'oubliez pas l'opération cavalcative organisée autour de ce match. Merci d'avance.
España.